Yo, g'day guys, Brisbane brothers here, Aussie,
and Dan's.
we're back out a second time at this XW project. Check this out guys.
What a beautiful car.
Starlight Blue GD replica. Alrighty guys, it's not every day you get to fit a brand new set of pacemakers.
Let's open these bad boys up.
You've got the 4075s here.
Let's have a bit of a look what's going on. Alright.
Pull these bad boys out and we'll give them a quick dummy fit. Alright, brand new bolts, that's always good. So yeah, we just suck the blade out a bit so he's not cutting into the job. Yeah, you don't want to cut the pipes and scratch them.
Let's get these out. You can get them out from either end.
Oh yeah. It's like a gigantic condom, that bag. Alrighty. 4V guys, so you want to double check what I was mentioning before. A lot of guys make the mistake of fitting 2V pipes on 4V heads. The 2V is a lot smaller. It's kind of like this sort of a shape here. You won't get this big kickback. You want to just double check your pipes. They're absolutely 4V. We've got our 4V gaskets, we've got our new nuts here. I'll get two out. What you do is you hang them on here and on here guys. So you put the gasket on. We'll show you. Put the pipe down for a second. Cut this open.
Just get two nuts.
It's quite genius what Pacemaker's done. Not all brands have followed through with that.
Makes it easy guys.
You kind of hang it on the back and just shove that one through on the front, and with the two studs it holds it.
Gaskets right. Got your front and back.
Yep. And you just screw it in just a bit. Yep, that's it. Beautiful. I'll hold this gasket over here.
Okay, now we're just going to do a test fit guys.
Try and hold that up out of the way if I can. See guys, that slot?
One on there.
Beautiful.
And the back
This one over the back, you get it in between the pipes, you should be able to drop that on.
Awesome.
How do we go clearing that? Beautiful.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that'll work fine.
Oh, that's
that'll
perfect,
work
guys.
fine.
Beautiful.
Alrighty.
Let's get the rest of these in.
So that's your trick. Now, what we were talking about before, guys, is with your alignment. You don't just bolt them up centered or straight. You want to actually pick the back of the pipes up as far as you can. You want to push the front down. See how you get this much adjustment? It's about 3 mil. Pushing the front down 3 mil is going to pick the back up about 8 mil, maybe 10 mil. So you get that extra clearance with the lowered car.
A bit of adjustment you've got there.
We normally shove them hard up, but hard up you don't get that clearance you want down the back. So we'll just do what little trick we've learned here. Wow, these look beautiful. Right. My goodness, look at that shot. Wow.
Beautiful hardware here.
Got to give us a smile, bro.
Awesome.
Yo.
I love working with stuff like this. Alright, get the hard bolts in first, guys.
The passenger side pipe's very easy to fit later.
Actually, guys, for some of these hard bolts, sometimes you actually want to have the pipe
very loose.
Yeah, you actually want to have the pipe away so you can actually get them in first.
Yeah, and all 8 bolts started. See that one on the slot? That's the trickiest one.
You kind of actually want to get that one in first, just give it a bit of a
maybe wiggle. Pick the gasket up sometimes when it gets stuck. Yep.
Awesome.
Beautiful. Big primaries, guys. Look at them.
Alright, they're all finger tight.
Fuck, that looks mint, man.
How nice all the threads have been chased out in the heads.
Okay, so do you want a little ratchet spanner to do those up? What do you reckon?
Yep,
12 mil, 11 mil?
Maybe the stubby, yeah, the stubby.
Oh, no, 10 mil. No, they're 3/8. Okay, yep, subby. When they get a bit tight, I'll give you the right one.
Always go the difficult ones first, guys.
The reason we do the pipes like this, not under the car, guys, this bolt back here, we haven't actually mentioned yet. This is the worst bolt on an old Ford that they've ever designed. You cannot get your fingers on it at all when it's in the bay under the booster. We actually have a custom little spanner that we've cut up at home that's just for this one job. Most exhaust shops, guys, when we fitted extractors over the years, they leave it out.
They don't do it.
They don't put that one in. They'll no shit, they'll put the other 7 bolts in and fucking do them up tight, and you'll have a little bit of a putt-putt, and they'll blame it on the slip joint down here, and then you have a look and we're like, wow, there's only 7 bolts. A few times now,
I don't want to name and shame, but right price exhaust.
Yeah, and Mild to Wild. They've both got us. Oh, and that guy at Brown's Plains fucking muffler mad.
If you had to
3 shops.
On getting that bolt,
bolt's guys.
You got to pull the engine out to get that bolt.
You will not make any money on the job with that one bolt.
So they just don't put it in.
They just leave it out.
Guys, a pet peeve of mine is exhaust leaks. I cannot stand them. So that's one thing with building car. You do not want an exhaust leak.
The other thing, guys, see these are a proper header flange gasket. They're not like a fucking manifold gasket. If you're looking at these and they say on that manifold side, don't use them. They're not for extractors. They're for exhaust manifolds. They're thicker. And they've got a different circle cut to crush between the steel and the steel. That's got a bigger flange. Extractors have a small flange. Completely different pattern. Make sure you're using the right gasket.
Look at these. They're just
That's coming up
my
mint.
finger, bro. They're
Look
so
at it.
good.
Wow. Beautiful. Alright, we'll stop this scene here, guys. Make sure you smash that like and subscribe. Phew! Oh wow, guys, look at that. Dan's got the pipe on, fitted like a pro.
Look
so
at it.
we've kicked it down, we've picked the back up.
Look at it.
Mint, guys. Pacemaker.
Pacemaker. It's beautiful.
It is, guys. Wow.
Beautiful.
4075.
Looks like a
4V. Let's get that 4V, guys. 4V 4 dot. Powered by Ford. Alright, what we're doing now,
We're going to
guys.
interrupt this, guys.
When everyone paints a block, they paint over this section. This is the earth. We're going to strip from the line here down, raw, so that whatever strap goes on here, not just through the bolts, because see how there's paint in there? The bolt steel on steel is not going to be mint. You want a flat connection, solid steel, so that this distributor gets a really good earth through the block and the alternator when we connect it. So
We've learnt that the hard way, guys.
run away, bro, and give us a little...
This is imperative. This
See
is
how he's shaving up, guys, so
absolute-
he doesn't crack the paint off of the good part of the block on the side?
Absolute imperative. This
Just
must
to the
be
top.
done.
Absolutely, guys.
Then I'm going to come back and get the rust off and get it a
We
shiny.
were at a car last week that didn't start just because it had an oily earth here. There was like a bit of an oil leak, and this section of the block here was like fully painted so thick. We had to undo the strap and give this a bit of a clean.
When oil comes down
Degrease
here,
all of
guys,
the oil off.
the oil's going to sit in the threads and break that contact up, so you're relying on the contact to give this flat surface. What I'm going to do is get a little bit of
Let's get the wire
sandpaper.
brush on that.
Yeah, wire
on the
brush
drill.
it, bro.
Just give it a little fucking shine up. Because can you see how the seal's rusty under the paint? That's a bit unusual, guys. Normally you do this and it's this absolutely fucking mint seal there. Yeah, the brush is just
wire brush this.
This
is an absolute...
check out that beard, guys. Look at that beard.
Guys, we just had to interrupt the broadcast of the brand new
Wire
pipes.
brush, bro. Wire brush.
We had
Wire
to-
brush to look. No.
We had to interrupt the broadcast of the pipes to bring you an important message. The earth thing, guys, because we just noticed it was painted.
Yeah, don't miss it. Alrighty, give this a bit of a polish up, bro. This is very important, guys. I could do a pre-poking video on just this. No joke.
So important, guys. I'm gonna get a really nice.
And he's gonna stick the brush into that counter sink and try and get the blue shit out of there too. Look at that, guys. Shiny. That's what we want.
This is an earth. Hang on. That's alright. Just have to get it right in there.
Yep, beautiful.
Guys, you want an engine that
That'll
turns
clean up.
on.
That'll clean up perfect.
Don't
next
care
time,
about
guys.
a little
That's
bit
it.
of paint missing there. Don't worry. You want the engine to turn on.
Yeah,
You know?
you don't want to burn your MSC out. The super sensitive because you've got a bad earth. This is ready to run. It's got a module built in it and a magnetic pickup. They're very, very easy to fry, guys. So we'll...
Any engine with an MSD must get a solid. Any engine must get a solid earth, but the MSD requires a lot more. That's
Alrighty.
beautiful. Leave that
Beautiful, beautiful.
raw. Leave that raw. All right.
That's it, guys. We're getting there.
Just
C4's
before we actually
on.
connect the earth strap there, we'll wipe that down if degrees. I'd make sure probably get another little sand. Raw, we'll sand it
Yeah,
up with the
yeah.
terminal.
When we're here next week,
We'll
yep.
get 2 surfaces freshly sanded together.
Oh,
Earth.
oh.
And then we're going to make sure the earth strap from the engine to the firewall's good too. That's
Oh,
another
yo,
thing, guys. So
yo.
we've got to clean a little strap here for the earth strap to the engine.
From the back of the head to the
Because,
firewall,
guys,
just to make sure that the GD dash all works when it's all connected
it's
in,
the
guys.
simplest problem with electronics. Earth. Positive
Something
earth.
that the XYK codes and ZDs with the extra instrumentation and the GDs had is an old brass strap that went from a rocket cover bolt over to the firewall, just to give you that extra earth. And they'll do it on the passenger side so that all the headlight relay and the alternator relay and everything that was plugged in the front corner of the car over here would have extra earth. Does this earth's back to the battery, this guy here, so it's a good idea to earth back to the chassis as well, so that you've got earth from battery to chassis, block to chassis, and then what's in the car. Alrighty, guys, we'll get this passenger one open.
Very careful with these. Alright.
Beautiful. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bit of XW there, bit of 4V here, bit of XW there. What do you reckon? Just boom, we just chuck it in. Wow, they're beautiful.
Alright, grab the hardware. Get the actually we'll just get the
Grab the 8.
the 2.
I've got the gasket over there
This one
ready.
first.
So you have a look, guys. Both of the headers have got a similar design with the slip flange. So on there you can see it's the back there to tuck it on, and the front here to hang it. So we'll get this gasket here started.
Yep, gasket. Yeah, I was just looking for that.
Alrighty.
Get this gasket.
So you gotta love this. See, another little telltale, guys. When you're looking at a Clevo 5 bolts on the front here, you can tell it's a 4V. Not all 4V heads have a 4 on the corner. See how it's got the big notch, open chamber.
I see a lot of engines for sale. People say 4Vs.
When you're looking at the size of the dot too, a lot of people argue about this, but that big dot there, open chamber, the small dot, like some of my 4Vs I've got at home, is the closed chamber. So there are ways to tell. You just need a keen eye. You've got to be around the stuff for a while.
Slip this back one on first.
Yep. Keep it level to the head.
Yep.
Yep. Spin that bottom around more, bro.
In a second.
Yep. There you go. On. See that, guys?
Hold that in. Get a few more.
Where's the slotted one here? Generally, these slotted ones are the ones that are a bit of a pain to get started. So we'll get into that and have a bit of a go. Oh, what? That one seems to just...
Oh, it's beautiful, bro.
Suing
the
itself
threads are being
up.
chased
Look
out.
at this one.
Sometimes, guys, you got to pull the part away from the block to get something on the head to get these bolts in, to get them started. It's a bit of a trick, but these are beautiful.
If you have any trouble getting the bolts in, it's generally that the gasket's dropped, and it's so you can just pick the gasket up carefully from the bottom. Do not rub your finger along this style of gasket. Don't work fast around them. You'll slice yourself to the bone. Alright, guys, something quite important Dan's just pointed out. Well, what we like to do, a little tip, we pull the dipstick out of the C4 because the top of the handle snaps off so easy. How many times I've been putting it out over the years, they get bent and stress fractured. So just jam something in there so that doesn't get dirty. But what we had to do before we fitted the pipes was modify this dipstick. So we'll just come and have a look. See you guys while we beat that and hit it in. If you leave that arc where it came out to factory, it would hit into the pipe here, and in no time these extractors would weld a hole through there, and you would have transmission fluid pissing out everywhere. It's not fun to change a dipstick under a car. Alrighty, guys, that's it. We'll get into the next job.